Okay, I guess we're just going to jump in to Genesis 41.
We got a dang good show for y'all.
Oh, you going to copy the Hodge twins now?
Well, they say damn, I said dang.
Yeah. Calix says, like Megatron. Thank you. So,
Do a whole live stream sounding like the Optimus Prime and the Autobots.
Yeah, there we go. That'll work. Yeah, oh, by the way, Cody could not be with us tonight. He, I think he had a busy work week, so he's a little tired, so we'll see him next week, hopefully. And with all that said, with all that precursor over with, I guess we will begin. So, Genesis 41, and Trevor, I'll stop if I have something to say, and then you can stop if you have something to say. So.
Yeah, and I've got the NIV version up.
That's
I'll
right.
try to follow along as well as I can.
Yes, Trevor is going to be looking at the NIV in real time, so if there are differences, we can point them out and see if they mean anything. We're going to see how that goes. So, all right. So here we go, Genesis 41. And it came to pass at the end of 2 full years that Pharaoh dreamed, and behold, he stood by the river. And behold, there came out of the river 7 well-favored kine and fat-fleshed, and they fed in a meadow.
There's a first difference in the first sentence. King James Version said by the river, right?
Yes, by the river.
The NIV went farther and just said by the Nile. They specified it. I don't know if that's significant.
I mean, probably not. It's probably just being pedantic, but don't suppose it matters. I don't think that matters too much. What do you think?
No, I guess not.
Okay. All right. Calix says, Cody, my pal. And then he says, I'll be right back, guys. We'll see you in a bit, Calix. So, all right. Hang on. Let me check Rumble really quick. It's very difficult to be doing the live reading and running the show at the same time.
And rumbling.
It's like I'm spinning plates. Oh, well. And the ill-favored and lean-fleshed kine, this is verse 4, did eat up the 7 well-favored and fat kine. So Pharaoh awoke. And he slept.
Is that what kine is?
Imagine cattle, yeah.
Cows?
That's well, I've always understood it. I mean, I've never heard the word kine before. I'm sure I read it when I was a kid, but in all the shows and stuff, it's like cows. So.
Wow.
Anyway, and he slept and dreamed the second time, and behold, 7 ears of corn came up upon one stalk, rank and good. And behold, 7 thin ears, and blasted with the east wind, sprung up after them. And the 7 thin ears devoured the 7 rank and full ears, and Pharaoh awoke, and behold, it was a dream. And it came to pass in the morning that his spirit was troubled, and he sent and called for all the magicians in Egypt, and all the wise men thereof, and Pharaoh told them his dream, but there was none that could interpret them unto Pharaoh. Then spake the chief butler unto Pharaoh, saying, I do remember my faults this day. Pharaoh was wroth with his servants, and put me in ward in the captains of the guard's house, both me and the chief baker. And ward, I should say. And he dreamed a dream in one night, and I and he, we dreamed each man according to the interpretation of his dream. And there was there with us a young man, an Hebrew, servant to the captain of the guard, and we told him, and he interpreted to us our dreams. To each man, according to his dream, he did interpret. And it came to pass, as he interpreted to us, so it was, me he restored unto mine office, and him he hanged. Excuse me. Then Pharaoh sent and called Joseph, and they brought him hastily out of the dungeon, and he shaved himself and changed his raiment and came in unto Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I have dreamed a dream, and there is none that can interpret it. And I have heard say of thee that thou canst understand a dream to interpret it. And Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, It is not in me. God shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, In my dream, behold, I stood upon the bank of the river, and behold, there came up out of the river 7 kine, fat-fleshed and well-favored, and they fed in a meadow. And behold, 7 other kine came up after them, poor and very ill-favored, and lean-fleshed, such as I never saw in all the land of Egypt for badness. And the lean and the ill-favored kine did eat up the first 7 fat kine, and when they had eaten them up, it could not be known that they had eaten them. But they were still ill-favored, as at the beginning. So I awoke.
In the NIV version here, it says they're ugly.
They're ugly? Okay.
Instead of ill-favored.
Okay. All right. And I saw in my dream, and behold, 7 ears came up in one stalk, full and good. And behold, 7 ears, withered, thin, and blasted with the east wind, sprung up after them. And the thin ears devoured the 7 good ears. And I told this unto the magicians, but there was none that could declare it to me. And Joseph said unto Pharaoh, The dream of Pharaoh is one. God hath showed Pharaoh what he is about to do. The 7 good kine are 7 years, and the 7 good ears are 7 years. The dream is one. And the 7 thin and ill-favored kine that came up after them are 7 years. And the 7 empty ears blasted with the east wind shall be 7 years of famine. This is the thing which I have spoken unto Pharaoh. What God is about to do, he showeth unto Pharaoh. Behold, there come 7 years of great plenty throughout all the land of Egypt. And there shall arise after them 7 years of famine, and all the plenty shall be forgotten in the land of Egypt, and the famine shall consume the land, and the plenty shall not be known in the land by reason of that famine following, for it shall be very grievous. And for that the dream was doubled unto Pharaoh twice. It is because the thing is established by God, and God will shortly bring it to pass. Now therefore let Pharaoh look out a man discreet and wise, and set him over the land of Egypt. Let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the land, and take up the 5th part of the land of Egypt in the 7 plenteous years. And let him gather all the food of those good years that come, and lay up corn under the hand of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities. And that food shall be for store to the land against the 7 years of famine, which shall be in the land of Egypt, that the land perish not through the famine. And the thing was good in the eyes of Pharaoh, and in the eyes of all his servants. And Pharaoh said unto his servants, Can we find such a one as this is, a man in whom the Spirit of God is? And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, Forasmuch as God hath showed thee all this, there is none so discreet and wise as thou art. Thou shalt be over my house, and according unto thy word shall all my people be ruled. Only in the throne will I be greater than thou. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, See, I have set thee over all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh took off his ring from his hand and put it upon Joseph's hand, and arrayed him in vestures of fine linen, and put a gold chain about his neck. And he made him to ride in the 2nd chariot which he had, and they cried before him, Bow the knee. And he made him rule over all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I am Pharaoh, and without thee shall no man lift up his hand or foot in all the land of Egypt. And Pharaoh called Joseph's name Saphnath-Phanenan. That's the best I can do. And he gave him to wife Asnith, the daughter of Potiphera, priest of On. And Joseph went out over all the land of Egypt. And Joseph was 30 years old when he stood before Pharaoh, king of Egypt. And Joseph went out from the presence of Pharaoh and went throughout all the land of Egypt. And in the 7 plenteous years, the earth brought forth by handfuls. And he gathered up all the food of 7 years which were in the land of Egypt, and laid up the food in the cities, the food of the fields, which was round about every city, laid he up in the same. And Joseph gathered corn as the sand of the sea, very much until he left numbering, for it was without numbering. For it was without number. And unto Joseph were born 2 sons before the years of famine came, which Asenath, the daughter of Potiphera, priest of On, bare unto him. And Joseph called the name of the firstborn Manasseh, for God said, He hath made me forget all my toil and all my father's house. And the name of the second called he Ephraim, for God hath caused me to be fruitful in the land of my affliction. And the 7 years of plenteousness that was in the land of Egypt were ended. And the 7 years of dearth began to come, according to Joseph, as Joseph had said, and the death was in all lands, but in all the land of Egypt there was bread. And when all the land of Egypt was famished, the people cried to Pharaoh for bread, and Pharaoh said unto all the Egyptians, Go unto Joseph, what he saith to you, do. And the famine was over all the face of the earth, and Joseph opened all the storehouses and sold unto the Egyptians, and the famine waxed sore in the land of Egypt. And all the countries came into Egypt to Joseph to buy corn, because that the famine was so sore in all lands. And that is Genesis 41. Excuse me.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
Are you all right?
I am all right.
Do you think it was good or bad of him to store it up and sell it? Why didn't he just tell everybody, hey, this is going to happen. Save your stuff so you don't have to come to us?
Because they wouldn't have. And they probably would have price gouged each other or something like that.
I guess that makes sense. You don't think he price gouged it?
Joseph? Probably not.
Oh.
So...
When Pharaoh made him second in command, the Egyptians saw Pharaoh as like a god, right?
Later. I don't know what their religious structure would have been at this point. But yeah, I mean, eventually they did start seeing Pharaoh as God.
I wonder if they saw Joseph as a god as well. What did he name him? Pharaoh?
Oh my gosh. You know, the best part of these Bible readings for people is the fact that we butcher these names. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on.
Zapanath Paneah.
You found it. Zaphanath. Yeah, I can't. I don't know what that name would mean.
What does that mean?
Let's see if we can Google it. I have to find it first and copy and paste it. Because if I can't say it, I sure as heck can't spell it.
Zaphanath Paneah is the Egyptian name given to Joseph by Pharaoh after he interpreted the king's dreams. The name appears only once in Scripture and is recorded in Hebrew letters representing an Egyptian phrase, making its exact meaning uncertain.
Okay, so they don't know then. All right.
Revealer of secrets.
Is that what they say it means? Revealer of secrets?
Scholarly and biblical interpretations.
Scholarly and biblical interpretations, huh?
And that's from Wikipedia.
Oh, well, yeah, Wikipedia. It's about...
There's one from Bible Hub. Okay. The one who furnishes nourishment.
The one who furnishes nourishment, huh? That makes sense.
That's from Bible Hub.
All right, let me see if I can find another definition. I mean, I'm sure that's fine. Hang on here. Meaning in the Bible. Yeah, gotquestions.org.
.org.
Hang on here. Apologies.
Bestow cultural and theological significance. Bestowing an Egyptian name was a common practice, symbolizing integration into the ruling culture. For Joseph, it marked his transformation from a foreign prisoner to a high-ranking official. So, I guess it was just for the Pharaoh to separate his lowly Hebrew name into a higher-ranking Egyptian name.
Possibly. Hang on here. I'm fixing a window. It's not working with me.
In
All right,
summary,
so we got gotquestions.org here real quick. It's got a couple more names. So here it says multiple translations of Zaphenath Phaneah have been proposed. A popular view that the name means the God speaks and he lives. This would be Strong's Concordance. Variants abound following similar lines. According to the Baker Encyclopedia of the Bible, Zaneph Pania is most likely a Semitic form of an original Egyptian name, meaning, says the God, he will live. All right. Then you have God speaks or says the God. It seems to go along with Pharaoh's acknowledgement that the wise Joseph had the Spirit of God within him. So
it literally basically just meant what he did.
yeah, God speaks through this man, sounds like. So
That's cool.
yeah. All right, now we gotta go back to Bible Gateway, and hopefully, yay! All right, my window is still correct. So, you have any other final thoughts on this?
Also, the priest of On.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if that's one of the priests that later. Well, I guess this is way before Moses, huh?
Yeah, it's a little bit before Moses. Was it? I'm probably gonna get it wrong, but I want to say 400 years. I want to say 400 years.
What was the priest of On?
I don't know. We want to look that up.
In the Hebrew Bible, the priest of On is Potiphar, the father of Asenath, who was given to Joseph by Pharaoh.
But who is On, I guess would be the correct question.
On, the priest of On, yeah.
Which deity is On?
Ra.
So it's Ra, okay.
Ra has given, reflecting his role in the worship of the Egyptian sun god. So he was a priest of Ra.
Okay. Do they know that? Because I understand the names change a lot over time. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that would be work necessarily.
On, also called Heliopolis, the city of the sun, was a major religious center in ancient Egypt, located northeast of modern Cairo. It was the seat of the cult of the sun god Ra.
So On was the town, and the god they were worshiping was Ra.
Yeah, so it was the city of the sun.
Okay.
And so Potiphar was the main main priest of the city.
Okay. Welcome back, Calyx.
Welcome back, Calyx.
All right, so okay, got it. Cool beans. So do you have any other final thoughts?
Let's see.
Because if you're done, I want to stress test or posit a theory.
Let's do it.
Given our prophecy stuff. Okay, so
let's stress out a little bit.
Well, that's not what I mean, but okay. So there's a lot of talk with the whole false prophet thing lately, about getting prophecies wrong and everything. And I'm just speculating. I'm not saying I believe this. I'm just speculating. Could it be that the problem is we're not implementing interpreters correctly? Because this dream is obviously very difficult to understand, and we see that, like within tongues in the Bible, there should be an interpreter, and yeah, I mean, Daniel also interprets dreams. So I'm wondering if, like, maybe some of these visions or what have you, could it be, just speculating, don't know, could it be that we don't have any sort of, to use a Christianese kind of term, ministry of interpretation or something?
That would be interesting.
I don't know.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, that's because I just completely made it up. A ministry of interpretation just sounds Christianese. So I'm just saying, what if we put something like that out there? Is that even, like, would God even honor that? Is that even the problem? I mean, obviously, if these guys are lying, it's not even relevant. But I'm just saying, you know, in the instances of dreams, the person who has the dream almost never knows what they mean. Unless they're very direct, like the angel telling Joseph what to do.
Well, it's from my understanding, and this is just me, that God gave Joseph a special ability,
Right,
to where he just automatically understood people's dreams.
yeah, like that's an
got it.
Yeah, it's like a particular gift. From what I understand, it's like a particular gift. But Daniel, when he was writing down his prophecies, I don't know if he really understood them. I mean, he recorded what he saw. And I think that's, you know, like, that's the mistake. Like, I have been convinced that Brandon Biggs is fake, but let's say for a second he isn't. Could it be that he's seeing things he doesn't understand and is adding an interpretation? Because the biblical figures never did that. They would write what they saw. They wouldn't interpret it.
Yeah.
Which is why we debate about what they mean.
As far as Brandon Biggs, which is some of the prophetics problem is they add on their own personal likes and dislikes.
Yeah.
And as you know, Christians, we're not exactly supposed to do that. We're supposed to go, okay, what does it mean from a biblical perspective or from a supernatural perspective?
Well, I mean, if I were to just guess, we're just postulating and speculating. This is not definitive doctrine. We're not being academic here. We're just talking. I would suspect that God would probably require an interpreter or an additional person, because if somebody gets a dream and then automatically knows what it is, well, they, you know, hypothetically, then they get the credit. You know, you get a cult of celebrity thing going on.
Well, they call
possibly.
it.
Now, I think there's exceptions to that. I think if a prophet gives a prophecy to a man or something like that, that's not like coming from a dream, or, you know, there might be circumstances like a prophet, for example, like Isaiah warning Hezekiah he's going to die.
Yeah.
You know, you might have something like that, but it could be that interpretations, another person interpreting the dream after somebody has made the prophecy. I mean, that might be part of the process. That might be like a way to prove that God is the one doing it. It's not like some person has superpowers.
Yeah.
Again, speculating, don't know, using my imagination, not being academic. So.
And some people say it's a revelation. You know, it's something revealed.
Right.
They have this revelation from God instead of a prophecy.
No.
And then their fans or whatever will call them prophetic.
Yeah. I'm just postulating. I have no idea. Anyway, okay. You're right.
Does that give you better posture?
No. My scoliosis is terrible. So,
I'm sorry.
Anyway, so are you ready for 42?
Hold on. I have a mothing my screen. Will you stop? Okay, I'm ready.
All right, let me switch this over. We're going to 42, y'all. All right, now when Jacob saw that there was corn in Egypt, Jacob said unto his sons, Why do ye look one upon another? And he said, Behold, I have heard that there is corn in Egypt. Get you down thither, and buy for us from thence, that we may live and not die. And Joseph's 10 brethren went down to buy corn in Egypt.
Wait. Did you say he saw that there was...
Yeah, he saw that there was corn in Egypt.
I didn't know they had TVs back then.
Stop it. Stop it. Goodness sake. Embarrassing.
Sorry.
All right, and
Well, we never know. The Egyptians figured out how to do power, through the pyramids.
Well, yeah, if those guys were right, their whole musical frequency theory.
Well, I wonder if they had it like running up into the sky and it's like projector screen. Hey, we have food.
I highly doubt it. I mean, it would be hilarious, but you would think somebody would have said something in the historical record. But who knows? Maybe everything we know is wrong. So,
well, and from my understanding, this is just me.
Okay.
This is me speculating hardcore.
Okay.
When the Egyptians chased down Moses and the Hebrews into what was the sea of what? When God separated the sea and
the Red Sea? You talking about the Red Sea? Okay.
So all of the Egyptians got buried under the Red Sea, right?
Yeah, they all drowned.
So what if all that knowledge that they had went with them?
Well, no, the town still existed. Like, the city still existed. That was just the army.
Yeah, and we see that today. But doesn't it say he emptied Egypt to chase after them?
I don't recall that being said off the top of my head. I'd have to check, but I don't recall that being mentioned.
Well, I'm just being silly, but
it's okay. It's okay. We'll move on.
It just seemed like lost knowledge to me.
Oh, I certainly think there's probably a lot of stuff we don't know. That I will grant you that. They were probably more advanced than we give them credit for. So, but we've evolved. We can turn on a light bulb. We can't make one, but we can turn one on. So anyway,
But you gotta flip a switch to do it.
Oh, that's hard. I'm sure the Egyptians couldn't have figured that out. So,
right. Well, I mean, if you look at not Edison, the guy Edison stole his stuff.
Tesla. Well, I don't know if Edison stole stuff from Tesla, but Tesla had his own way of doing things. Yeah.
Well, Tesla figured out how to turn on a light bulb without the light switch.
Yes.
Egyptians could have done there.
You would think there'd be a record. I don't know though. I mean, who knows? We're just speculating. So, all right. Sorry. It's okay. Let's try to get through 42, then we'll call it good. Okay. Let's see. Where are we at? So, and Joseph's 10 brothers went down to buy corn in Egypt. But Benjamin, Joseph's brother, Jacob, sent not with his brethren, for he said, lest peradventure mischief befall him. And the sons of Israel came to buy corn among those that came, for the famine was in the land of Canaan. And Joseph was the governor over the land, and it was that sold to all the people of the land. And Joseph's brethren came and bowed down themselves before him with their faces in the earth. Let me read that one more time because I got myself turned around. And Joseph was the governor over the land, and he it was that sold to all the people of the land. And Joseph's brethren came and bowed down themselves before him with their faces on the earth. And Joseph saw his brethren, and he knew them, but made himself strange unto them, and spake roughly unto them. And he said unto them, Whence come ye? And they said, From the land of Canaan, to buy food. And Joseph knew his brethren, but they knew not him. And Joseph remembered the dreams which he dreamed of them, and said unto them, Ye are spies, to see the nakedness of the land ye are come. Now here's another interesting point, back on that same tangent. Joseph didn't know what his own dreams meant at the time either, and only now, in chapter 42, is he realizing it. So,
okay. I was
there's that.
Ask what dreams it's referring to.
It's referring to the bushels that bowed, and I think something else that bowed. I think the stars and the sun and moon bowed to him, and then the bushels bowed to him.
That makes so much more sense now.
Yeah. So it's the dreams referenced back at back in, I don't remember what chapter, but yeah, towards the beginning of Joseph's part of the story.
Wow.
The dreams that made them so angry that the brothers...
That made them so angry.
Yeah.
Right. He went up to him and was like, y'all are going to bow down before
It's
me.
a great like art, like a story narrative too, that a lot of stories are based on. This idea that
Like
in the
foreshadowing.
in the attempt to prevent a prophecy, you end up making the prophecy come true. So if the brothers hadn't sold Joseph into slavery, they probably never would have. They might not. Let's put it that way. They might not have ever bowed to him.
Might have been somebody else.
Yeah, but because they did that, they wound up bowing to him. But one of the reasons, I don't think it was. I think this is why the coat of many colors is in there, though, because what keeps this from becoming circular and what keeps this from becoming like God entrapping people is the coat of many colors. So Joseph's brothers actually did hate him for multiple reasons. But narratively speaking, the motif would be somebody gets a prophecy, somebody else like reacts to prevent the prophecy, and then the reaction directly causes the prophecy that they were trying to stop. It's like an Oedipus Rex type motif. But what prevents that in this case is the coat of many colors. So again, just spitballing. This is like, and I'm only saying it because, the Bible's like, not just spiritually true, but it's also like the root of a lot of storytelling as well. So,
Yeah.
I'm just bringing
That's
that up.
amazing.
Yeah. And one more thing while I'm on a tangent. As for the famine, one thing I do wonder, I don't know, but I do know that there was a famine that just about wiped out the Mediterranean. Like it almost wiped out Greece. Like it was like a world-ending famine that took place. And I want to... Trope Talks on YouTube brings it up. It's actually where I learned it. But I think it was Trope Talks. I don't remember. It was talking about this period of time in the Mediterranean where... I'm pretty sure that's wrong. I'm pretty sure it's not Trope Talks, but I don't remember where it was from. But there was a period of time where there was a severe famine that just about wiped out the Mediterranean. And I want to say it like separated the Bronze Age. It doesn't seem like it would have been the Iron Age, but it like collapsed to the Bronze Age. It was like an apocalyptic event throughout that whole area. And I'm wondering if maybe this famine is what is the same famine that's referred to historically. In fact, it's going to bug me, so I'm going to actually look that up while I'm thinking of it, because I thought I knew the facts, and then they escaped me as I was saying them out loud. So, what major famine almost ended Greece and marked the end of an age of humanity, I guess? Because I don't remember which age it was precisely. Yeah...
They weren't making enough grease, basically.
Okay, so... No, I'm not. It's not AD, so AI is getting this wrong.
It's because it's artificial.
Yeah, it's
real.
also giving me a bunch of stupid evolution stuff. It's like, are you talking about a famine from 100,000 years ago? No. Like, let me see. It's
about
recorded in written
4,000.
history, guys. Come on. Maybe I need almost ended Greece or ended the Mediterranean area or affected the Mediterranean area. All right.
Region?
No.
Mediterranean region?
I can't find it. Okay, here we go. Wait. Here we go. Finally. I knew I was not crazy. Here it is. Of course, my stupid box is wrong. Hang on. It's freaking OBS.
Boxing.
All right, it's the ancient Mediterranean famines. If you are thinking of an event that affected the broader Mediterranean and caused the destruction of entire civilizations, it is likely the late Bronze Age collapse, 1200 BC. That's what I'm thinking of. But I don't remember. I don't remember the timeline. Let's see here. I don't think that actually works though. That's too recent.
Yes,
it's very recent. Let's see. Let's check it here. When in history did Moses cross the Red Sea. Yeah, it's too far back. There's a debate about whether this took place, whether Moses' crossing of the Red Sea took place in 1450 or 1250. They go back and forth depending on the area. But yeah, 1200 BC would be too late. So I am probably incorrect. So yeah, never mind then. So this would have been a great famine that preceded the late Bronze Age collapse. So yeah, so just for context, it's a massive 300-year drought, and resulting famines are believed to be major driving factors behind the collapse of the Mycenaean civilization in ancient Greece, as well as the Hittite Empire in Anatolia. That this triggered a widespread regional dark age where many major urban centers were permanently abandoned. So I was wrong, and I apologize for wasting everyone's time. But I wondered if they were the same thing. So this is a different famine then.
It's not a waste of time if we learned something.
Did we though? I mean, I guess I did. I guess I did.
Because I didn't know that.
Well, there you go. The more you know.
The more you know,
All right.
more you...
Let's quit wasting time and finish 42.
Okay.
Torturing people here. All right. Apologies, folks. Okay. But Benjamin, Joseph's brother. Yeah. So we fill him. All right. Then the sons. Wait, we're further than this.
10. Verse
10. Okay. And they said unto him, Nay, my lord, but to buy food are thy servants come. And we are all one man's sons. We are true men. Thy servants are no spies. And he said unto them, Nay, but to see the nakedness of the land ye are come. And they say, Thy servants are 12 brethren, the sons of one man in the land of Canaan. And behold, the youngest is this day with our father, and one is not. And Joseph said unto them, That is it, that I spake unto you, saying ye are spies. Hereby ye shall be proved. By the life of Pharaoh ye shall not go forth hence, except your youngest brother come hither. Send one of you, and let him fetch your brother, and ye shall be kept in prison, that your words may be proved, whether there be any truth in you, or else by the life of Pharaoh surely ye are spies. And he put them all together into ward 3 days. And Joseph said unto them the third day, This do and live, for I fear God. If ye be true men, let one of your brethren be bound in the house of your prison. Go ye, carry corn for the famine of your houses. And bring your youngest brother unto me, so shall your words be verified, and ye shall not die. And they did so. And they said unto one another, We are verily guilty concerning our brother, in that we saw the anguish of his soul when he besought us, and we would not hear. Therefore is this distress come upon us. And Reuben answered them, saying, Spake I not unto you, saying, Do not sin against the child, and ye would not hear? Therefore, behold, also his blood is required. And they knew not that Joseph understood them, for he spake unto them by an interpreter. And he turned himself about from them and wept, and returned to them again, and communed with them, and took from them Simeon, and bound him before their eyes. Then Joseph commanded to fill their sacks of corn, and to restore every man's money into his sack, and to give them provision for the way. And thus did he unto them. And they laded their asses with corn, and departed thence. And as one of them opened his sack to give his ass provender in the inn, he espied his money, for behold, it was in his sack's mouth. And he said unto his brethren, My money is restored, and lo, it is even in my sack. And their heart failed them, and they were afraid, saying to one another, What is this that God hath done unto us? And they came unto Jacob their father unto the land of Canaan, and told him all that befell unto them, saying, The man who is the Lord of the land spoke roughly to us, and took us for spies of the country. And we said unto him, We are true men, we are no spies. We be 12 brethren, sons of our father. One is not, and the youngest is this day with our father in the land of Canaan. And the man, the lord of the country, said unto us, Hereby shall I know that ye are true men. Leave one of your brethren here with me, and take food for the famine of your households, and be gone. And bring your youngest brother unto me, then I shall know that ye are no spies, but that ye are true men. So will I deliver you your brother, and ye shall traffic in the land. And it came to pass, as they emptied their sacks, that behold, every man's bundle of money was in his sack. And when both they and their father saw the bundles of money, they were afraid. And Jacob their father said unto them, Me have ye bereaved of my children. Joseph is not, and Simeon is not, and ye will take Benjamin away. All these things are against me. And Reuben spake unto his father, saying, Slay my 2 sons, if I bring him not to thee. Deliver him into my hand, and I will bring him to thee again. And he said, My son shall not go down with you, for his brother is dead, and he is left alone. If mischief befall him by the way in which ye go, then shall ye bring down my gray hairs with sorrow to the grave. And that's 42. So, question. Why did Joseph do it?
Why did Joseph do it? Was it because he was still angry about it?
I suspect that. I suspect this was a way to get even, at least at the start.
You think he had that malice in his heart?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really specify.
Yeah, it doesn't specify why he did it, but I can't imagine why else he would.
Yeah, I was looking for that.
Because, he couldn't have known that they were going to bring up the younger brother. So, yeah, I think he started out angry, and then I think the reason that he cried whenever they started bringing up what they'd done is he realized they felt guilty.
Yeah,
and that might have begun
the guilt.
Yeah, and that might have begun a change of heart in him. That's kind of what I suspect.
Yeah.
So, that's my humble opinion.
Yeah, I agree. He was angry. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it talked about, that was interesting. I'd never noticed that before. He needed an interpreter to talk to them.
Yeah.
I guess he forgot the language.
No, he was faking. He didn't want them. He didn't want them to know that he could understand them. So he used an interpreter and pretended like he couldn't speak the language.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Faith, Fiction, and Folklore. If you did, we would love it if you would subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Rumble. We can also be found on X, Instagram, and Facebook. And we are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. Thank you again very much for listening, and we'll see you next time.